So a first defeat since you arrived, 5 goals conceded. Where did you feel it went wrong today?
Nothing so much until the red card came, and after that we were not able to cope with the situation. I don't know why, but it was like this. So after the red card, we could not adapt to the situations. We gave away 2 very easy goals before half time, but even in second half was what went wrong, what could go wrong went wrong after the red card, and we have to accept a big loss today. So maybe hopefully it's a big wake-up call for all of us, me included.
Was it a case of Thiago being a bit rusty today? Did you have any complaints about the sending off?
I didn't see, but I think it was twice not his mistake. We did big mistakes before the 2 yellow cards, so we are responsible for that. We had too many ball losses, too many easy ball losses, even before the goal coming, and so it was then we get a yellow-red card, and like I said, today was impossible for us to adapt to the situation, and you have to accept it, even if it's very, very hard.
And you've been on this great run of 7 clean sheets. How disappointed were you with the goals you conceded today, especially the 2 just before half-time? Yeah,
so it cannot get worse. And then if you already reach 45 minutes and you're in extra time and a goal like this, but it's not typical for us to concede a goal like this. This is normally a goal that we defend, and this cannot be a chance. Today we conceded 2 of them and then changed completely the momentum. So we tried to calm them down, to give them confidence. But clearly what went wrong. What could go wrong went wrong. So every shot was a goal from them, and then they continued. We had big chances here with a post and with Su a sure goal. No, it was clearly not our day today.
And a big week in the Champions League. It's your challenge now to get the right response.
Yeah, we will get the right response because this is sports and this is absolutely necessary. Today, first of all, it's important that we digest it because it's a lot to digest. I did not see it coming, and now we have to take our responsibilities, me included, and shake it off, digest it, and continue tomorrow.
Thank you, Thomas.
Unbelievable. That's why we love this league, because, strange things happen. And they're only 7 points off Newcastle. So, they can dare to dream. 8 games left after that performance. Pereira, 2 goals, 2 assists. They were brilliant. And Chelsea had an awful day at the office.
It's great to have the Premier League back, isn't it? Incredible performance, really, for West Brom at Stamford Bridge. That's the first of match week 30 down then, with 9 games still to come, of course. We've got a Yorkshire derby on the way in a short while from Ellen Road. Leeds up against bottom club Sheffield United. Leeds can move into the top half of the win. It's 3rd v 1st as Leicester host Manchester City. Leicester can go second. Pep's men can go 17 points clear at the top with a victory before another mouth-watering game at the Emirates Stadium between Arsenal and the defending champions Liverpool.
Congratulations, how good was that?
Yeah, unbelievable day for all the boys, the staff and the football club, all the fans back at home watching. It's been a tough season, as you know, where we are in the league, but it's nice to come here and get so many goals as well, and really enjoy it today, and against a really good Chelsea team, 10 men or not, they've got a lot of quality, so good day all round.
And what is it with you in scoring against Chelsea? All of your 5 Premier League goals against them.
I know, I don't have a clue. Just must be just that team where I enjoy playing against their defenders. I'm not sure, but the lads done great today for me to get them 2 goals, and I really enjoyed it.
Goals, the one thing that's been missing from the improved performances. Talk us through your 2, especially that first one was a special finish.
Yeah, I think we broke. We had a few times where we broke and didn't score, so I seen Danny running down the right side, and I was just begging he see me. I didn't really want to shout too loud so the defender would hear me, but they didn't pick me up, and just wanted to get good contact, and happy enough for me it went in the top corner or top of the net or wherever it went.
And it's the first appearance for you in a couple of months. Yeah. Have you really staked a claim today?
Hopefully, yeah. I've not been wanting to be on the bench and not coming on. It's been hard for me, but as a footballer that stuff happens. I went away international, enjoyed my time there, got my minutes under my belt, and then come here today. Obviously weren't starting, but then when the boss gave me some minutes to come on, I just wanted to prove to him why I should be in the team.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you.
What an incredible record against Chelsea. So 5 Premier League goals he's got to his name in 42 appearances, all 5 against the same opposition.
Get a move to Chelsea. That's what he needs to do. He needs to get to Chelsea. It must be his team. I mean, some players have these strange stats. That's an unbelievable one.
But what are 3 points in the end for Sam Allardyce? I mean, what he must be thinking right now. He did say going into this game that I want my players to go for it.
Yeah.
And how they did. I mean, they made the most of that red card, of course, for Thiago Silva.
Yeah, of course. In the end, they did. They certainly did go for it. And I think when your mindset, and Sam's mindset turning up at the Bridge today, would have been defensively well organised, be solid, good distances between back 5 and midfield players, all of those sort of thoughts in your mind. Then all of a sudden they go down to 10 and then the whole dynamic changes completely. It's not easy to do that sometimes. Then all of a sudden, throw it forward, getting forward, but doing it properly.
Yeah.
Didn't just smash it up to Diane and just hope that something happens from him. They played their way out, and they played some nice stuff and absolutely deserved it. And it's a great day for them, and a day that rocks everybody else down the bottom of the table, because they wouldn't have been thinking that was going to happen. That hurts them. But for West Brom, it breathes a bit of hope into their chances.
Let's look back at the story of the second half. West Brom turned it around, of course, in the first 45, trailing 1-0 to leading 2-1. They made it 3. This was Callum Robinson's first of his 2. Some finish and build-up, really.
That's a goal. That's a Champions League goal. You know, and credit to Big Sam. You know, we were saying half time, does he go safe or does he go for it? And we said he had to go for it because he needed 3 points. And this goal, as Andy said, sums them up. You know, played beautiful football. Callum Robinson, that was interesting. He said, I didn't want to shout too loud, so the Chelsea defenders heard me.
Yeah.
And you won't see that'd be one of the best finishes to see all weekend. Absolutely top draw.
Stunning goal. Great combination play, some one touch, and then a good run, a well-timed run, a controlled finish. Loves it, Big Sam. Brilliant goal. Really, really good goal.
You could see the ball in from furlong. Alonso was caught out of position somewhat.
Yeah.
And that was something you spotted in the first half.
I just thought that when they've gone down to 10, and this was right, so there's the 3 central defenders. He's the left-sided one of those. Just get back a little bit. There's a minute left. Get in at half-time, 1-1. You don't have to dive in. And again, it's almost as if they're still playing 11v11. He's going tight to his wide man, Matt Phillips, who skips past him, comes inside on his left foot. That could have been 2-1. Very nearly ended up in the back of the net. I just thought that Chelsea, to me, they looked naive a little bit, Owen, when they went down to 10. They didn't look like they knew exactly where they all were and how to cope.
Yeah, well, I think Chelsea fans have seen this, where Alonso in a 3, you know, as a wing-back, fabulous. When he falls into a back 4 like he did again today, you see the worst of him. And going forward, he's almost the furthest player up the pitch. But sadly, Andy, going back the other way, he tends to be out of position.
I just thought that the crucial part of that game for Tuchel and Chelsea was they had the lead and then they've got pegged back right on half-time. They're a man short, get in at 1-1. Get in at 1-1 where the coach can have a say and he can shape it up a little bit differently, maybe, whatever. But I thought they looked a little bit of a shambles, Chelsea. You said, look, losing a man happens, and you have to think about how you go about it. And I thought for what remained of the first half, they played that really poorly.
Is that quite relevant, actually, with West Brom's 4th goal, which actually started from a Chelsea throw-in?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, you know, we know Chelsea are great on set pieces, so the guys are up there. But, you know, they're just unorganised. And credit, you know, West Brom, they didn't lump it. You know, they did. They're looking for these little angles. Mason Mount needs to get that one there. Unbelievable little back heel, little set from Pereira. Again, you know, not the cleanest finish, but the football for it, you know, up the whole pitch was top draw. And this is where you see Jorginho at his worst in a way.
Yeah.
You know, when he gets into that, he's not quick enough to get there, and then he's not quick enough to recover. And I think for Thomas Tuchel, this will be a huge learning curve, you know, to figure out who can you rely on in these big games. And with no Kante in there, who tidies up a lot of these mistakes, they look a different team.
You can tell Tuchel's the sort of coach that is across absolutely everything. Before a game, he'll have every last detail, every last statistic number in his mind. His players will have been told everything.
Yeah.
When you lose a man, all of a sudden all that goes out the window for a minute. So then your instinct kicks in, you narrow down, you get men back behind the ball. You don't go rushing out to people to squeeze the ball because they've got an extra man, they're going to pick you off. None of that applied today. It looks like the coach has done so much strategy work with the players. But when you go down to 10, you can't. Then you want your players to kind of think for themselves. They've got to sort that out, and they didn't do that, Chelsea. And I thought West Brom took advantage beautifully.
And for West Brom, the 5th goal was the icing on the cake.
Well, it was. I mean, it was because at 4-2 we were all thinking, oh, if Chelsea get another one, then it's going to be interesting. But that's a lovely finish. That's a really good finish. Kurt Zouma again doesn't know who's behind him, if there is anybody there, if there isn't. Look. Got himself square on, he doesn't know where anybody is behind him. We wondered whether Robinson might have gone offside, but it looks like he hasn't. Lovely finish, Owen.
Brilliant finish. I mean, that's the thing, you know, Pereira, Callum Robinson came on and affected the game brilliant. Diagne was linking up the play exceptionally well. Mendy, we didn't see him make saves. He's made some brilliant saves since he's come in, barely made one today. But I think for Chelsea and for Kurt Zouma, I'm not sure that's going to go well for him today after what happened.
You think that's pivotal for them?
Yeah, no, I think for him, first of all, I don't think he's the most comfortable with his left foot, so playing the left side of the three, I think, puts a lot of pressure on him. We saw, I think it was the first goal, where he plays a poor ball into Jorginho, the weight of it, and that's where the goal comes from. So for Zouma, I think that's, you know, I'm not sure he's going to be playing many games going forward after today's performance.